Thank you, Mr. Schennebeck. I'll now recognize Mr. Luke Hilgemann, Executive Director for the International Order of Theodore Roosevelt, for 5 minutes. Mr. Hilgemann.
Thank you, Chairman Tiffany, and distinguished members of the Subcommittee on Federal Lands. It's my pleasure to be here with you today to testify on the importance of federal land access for hunters and anglers. My name is Luke Hilgemann, and I am the Executive Director of the International Order of T. Roosevelt. Our organization has been in existence since 1975, and we are dedicated to upholding President Theodore Roosevelt's conservation legacy and advocating for the preservation of our sporting heritage. Over the past several decades, the decline in hunter numbers is a troubling trend that cannot be ignored. In just the last 5 years alone, here in America, we've seen our hunter numbers decline by nearly 2 million. One of the top reasons cited by hunters for leaving the sport is the lack of access to public lands. Why does it matter if we lose hunters? It matters because hunters are the lifeblood of funding for conservation. The North American model of conservation, recognized worldwide for its success in restoring and maintaining healthy populations of game and non-game animals, relies on the financial contributions of hunters, anglers, trappers, and recreational shooters. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, in 2022 alone, hunting, fishing, and other wildlife-related activities generated $394 billion in combined economic activity. It is a user-pays system, and it is the hunters, anglers, and trappers who willingly invest in licenses, stamps, and conservation efforts benefiting us all. However, the threats to our sports extend beyond access. Predator management is a critical issue, and none more so than right here in Wisconsin. A study conducted in Wisconsin revealed that wolves killed more deer than hunters in 5 northern counties, highlighting the need for effective predator control measures. Without proper management, our game species suffer, and our hunting traditions will be jeopardized. After all, if there is no game to pursue on our public lands, access will no longer be the issue. We applaud Chairman Tiffany and his colleagues for passing the Trust Science Act, a bipartisan legislative proposal that will return management of the recovered wolf populations to the states. And we now call on Senator Baldwin to take up that bill and pass it through the U.S. Senate as quickly as possible. Another concerning issue is the lead bullet and hook ban that was recently passed by the Biden administration. While environmental concerns are critically important, expanding the ban on lead bullets and fishing equipment will only make the problem worse when it comes to hunter and angler numbers. Lead ammunition and hooks have been affordable and widely accessible, enabling participation in our sports. We applaud Representative Whitman and his colleagues in the House of Representatives for passing H.R. 615. To address these challenges, though, and threats to our outdoor traditions, it's imperative that we prioritize the preservation and enhancement of public lands. IOTR has developed some suggested policy benchmarks for public land access for the subcommittee to consider. These include, number 1, responsible management, encouraging coordination between federal agencies, state wildlife agencies, and local stakeholders to ensure that access decisions are made with the input of those who rely on these lands for hunting and fishing. Limiting onerous land designations that often prohibit access for these recreational opportunities is critically important. Number 2, balanced conservation, recognizing that responsible hunting and fishing are integral components of effective wildlife management and conservation. Number 3, streamlined permitting, simplifying the permitting process for hunting and fishing activities on federal lands, reducing bureaucratic hurdles, and ensuring timely access for the use of these lands by sportsmen and women. Number 4, infrastructure investment, allocating resources to improve and maintain access to roads, trails, and facilities on federal lands, ensuring that everyone that enjoys the outdoors has an opportunity to get there and use these vital resources. And the 5th pillar is education and outreach, promoting public awareness and education about the importance of hunting and fishing as conservation tools. Taking these steps will ensure continued access and availability for hunters, anglers, and other recreational users to enjoy our greatest outdoor resources. In conclusion, Chairman Tiffany and members of the subcommittee, the threats to our sports are real and growing. The decline in hunter numbers, the need for effective predator management, and the potential impacts of lead bullet bans are all significant challenges that must be addressed. By prioritizing the needs of hunters and anglers, you can ensure the preservation of our natural resources, support local economies, and uphold the legacy of one of our nation's greatest conservationists, President Theodore Roosevelt. Thank you very much.